been over 100 years since the state of Texas has conducted an impeachment trial of a statewide elected official. That is all set to change in just under 16 hours when the state's Attorney General Ken Paxton begins his fight to stay in office.
Investigators in the Texas House found Paxton broke the law. KPRC2 investigator Mario Diaz is live in Austin tonight. And Mario, we know Paxton already was impeached in May, so explain why this trial is necessary.
Because in the state of Texas, when you're impeached in the House of Representatives, it then goes to the to the Senate for a trial. And what they're going to do there is they're going to review the evidence, and then they're going to vote as to whether or not you should actually be removed from office. What is set to take place behind me here tomorrow is very similar to a criminal or civil trial, only here it's to decide the fate of Ken Paxton, the Attorney General, a man that many have heard of, but that Texans really do not truly know.
Nicest guy you ever want to meet.
This is how noted lobbyist Bill Miller, a veteran of the state capitol for nearly 40 years, views embattled Attorney General Ken Paxton. The suspended AG, according to Miller, is familiar to many.
They all know him. They know him well. They know him as well as they know anyone.
Everyday Texans should know Paxton because he's the state's top cop and top attorney, enforcing laws and changing lives. Now Paxton's life is about to change, as Texas's top lawman will be portrayed as a lawbreaker. Those who will be judging him, those same Texas senators who know him well.
Putting that aside, they're still going to hear what's said, and they're going to make the decision they think's the right decision based on what they hear from their respective sides.
The impeachment trial of Ken Paxton is unlike any other our state has seen.
In Texas political cases, this is the Super Bowl.
Santosh Ervin is an Austin-based white-collar criminal defense attorney. He also is a former federal prosecutor with experience in public corruption cases. We recently spoke in the Senate chamber about the special dynamics in this case and how it differs from a normal trial, where those doing the judging may also find themselves being questioned.
How does a witness end up casting a vote as a juror if they are called?
It's going to be really interesting to see how that happens.
And what's interesting here is in the last 10 to 12 hours here, we've actually gotten our hands on the witness list, get an idea. We haven't seen any senators on there, so that aspect of it is going to be changing. However, the key question in all of this is whether or not Ken Paxton will testify. There's been a battle between both sides as to whether or not he's actually required to do so. That is still unclear as of right now, but again, it will be intriguing to see how things play out behind me beginning tomorrow at 9 a.m. once the opening arguments are set to get underway. They expect to call their first witness about 2 hours later, shortly after 11 a.m. All the complete coverage, of course, right here on KPRC2, as well as on our live stream, KPRC2 Plus, where we will be bringing you the bench live beginning at 8 a.m. Live from the front steps of the state capitol here in Austin, Texas. Mario Diaz, KPRC2 investigates.
All right, Mario, thank you.